You won't fail any Olympiad math examination if you understand this method of solving Olympiad math problems. Let's take a good example. We are told to solve 4 power x plus 2 power x is equal to 12. Our duty here is to find the value for x. To find the value of x, understand one thing. We can actually make 4, which are the terms in the left-hand side, to be in the base of 2 because 2 times 2 is 4. So write 4 to be 2 squared, then raised to the power x, then plus 2 power x is what? 12. Okay? Then the next thing we do is to recall some of the laws of exponents. You recall that when you have a to the power of m raised to power n is the same thing as a to the power of n raised to the power of m because multiplication is commutative. So we are going to apply it here. So instead of writing 2 power 2, we'll write it to be 2 power x raised to power 2, then plus 2 power x is equal to 12, right? So since we've applied this particular law, we can now assign, since we have this 2 power x, we can now assign or redefine it 2 power x to be in a different variable. We can write it to say that 2 power x, let it be y. So wherever we see 2 power x, we are going to put y. So we write it to be y squared plus y is equal to 12. Okay? Since if you look clearly, this is a quadratic equation. Remember, quadratic equation is a form of equation where the highest power is 2. So we are going to solve it as quadratic equation. So the next step is to minus this 12 from both sides. So we have it that y squared plus y minus 12 is equals to 0. To solve this, we are going to solve this quadratic equation by factorization method. To do that, we open 2 brackets and equate it to what? 0. Remember, the leading coefficient here is 1. So all we have to do is to think of 2 numbers or 2 variables that multiplies to get y squared. So that's y times y. Then the next thing is to look at the last term, minus 12. What are the numbers that multiplies to get minus 12? But if you add them together, you are going to get positive 1. That is what? Plus 4 and minus 3. 4 times minus 3 is minus 12, and 4 plus minus 3 is 1. So since you've understood this, you can now see that y plus 4 is equals to 0, showing you that y is equals to minus 4. Then y minus 3 is equals to 0. This implies that y is equals to what? 3. Okay? So the two possible solutions is y is minus 4 and y is 3. But we don't need the one of the negative solution. So our goal now is to find the value of what? Y. Remember, we define that y is what? Our y is 2 power x. So we can now say, since we've got that y is equals to 3, we are going to plug it back in the already existing equation. So we have it that 2 power x is equal to 3. To solve this, since we cannot express 2 and 3 to be in the same base, all we have to do is to take the logarithm of both sides. So we have it that log 2 power x is equals to log 3. So you can now see that this particular 2 will now multiply, this particular x will multiply the log. You have x log 2 is equals to log 3. To get the value of x, just divide through by log 2, divide by log 2. If you divide by log 2, what are you understanding? That x is equals to log 3 over log 2. Okay? This is the value for x. You can now use a common base, which you can now say that in last term that our x is equal to log of common base, base 2 of 3. And this is the actual answer for the value for x. If you found this video interesting, please like, comment, and share for more exciting maths tutorials. Okay? Subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get notified whenever we drop a new content. Still your friend, Maths with Esomnofu. Bye.